Hello there, everybody. I'm Mr. Empire. This is Let's Play Sonic & Knuckles Part 3. Last time, we went through Flying Battery Zone, and we've been doing pretty well so far, actually. In any case, now it's time for Sandopolis Zone. Earlier in the Let's Play, I mentioned that there are just some levels that I just can't remember the level design for very well in this game. And this is a prime example of that. I have no idea what I'm doing in this level. No matter how many times I play it, I just can never figure out where I'm going. I've literally played through this game probably hundreds of times at this point. Well, maybe not hundreds, maybe a little over 100, but still. And I have never figured this level out. I mean, I can get through it perfectly fine, but there are a lot of Chaos Emeralds in this level, and I don't know how to get to them. Like, I know the general gist of where they would be, but I don't know what pathways I would take to get there. It's weird. Maybe if one day I see, like, a map of this place, I'll suddenly understand, oh, that's how I got here, yeah! Well, anyway, we just happened to luck out and actually reach Chaos Emerald mini-game, so let's do this. Now, this one, it's kind of interesting, really. What I do is, you can look from this section here. There are going to be 3 paths, blue spheres, rings, and rings there, too. I always go for the rings first. That way, it makes it easier to get the perfect. In other news, I would recommend not touching the yellow spheres, because those spring you around, and there's really no need for that at all. So let's move onward. Now, let's see. Whenever there are 10 blue spheres left, you want to make sure to get the rings first. Like, the rings here. That's just the way that you want to do it. Now let's see if I can find some more rings out of this. There's rings over here? Yes, there are. Alright, 10 blue spheres left. I just have to find where the blue spheres are. Oh, they're over there. Here we go. And boom, only 4 blue spheres left. As soon as I get these last rings, I've got the perfect, and bam! Chaos Emerald obtained! That's how you do it. You know, it'd be crazy if I got the Chaos Emeralds in this very act, because then that would be the fastest that I've ever gotten all 7 Chaos Emeralds, and I think that's the fastest that you can get them all. Which would be wow. I mean, I know that there's at least 2 more big rings in this level. Now I just have to luck out and find them. If nothing else, I'll definitely get the last Chaos Emerald in the next level. Because I know where a big ring is in Sandopolis Act 2. There's one that I always get. So let's see here. Ow, you're a scorpion. That's not appreciated. And I guess I'll just go this way. Yeah, I just used the air shield to phase right through that guy's spiked tail. Oh, and then there's these sand dune guys that walk up to you. They can't harm you, but they do push you around, so they could, like, push you off an edge, or into a wall, or even into another enemy. They're more annoying than dangerous. You know what, let's try to enter this right here. Is this? No. It's not the one that I wanted to go into. Yeah, let's just make the goal here. And get out of here. I really want to shut off that other minigame. The other minigame is the one where you can actually collect shields and 1-ups and such. The rings are certainly available. Plentiful, even. just doesn't quite have the infinite potential of the slot machine. Because, I mean, the slot machine, you could stay there and get, like, 999 rings, probably. And miss. Oh, well. Bam. Air shield. Really useful. As long as you have good timing, anyway. Oh, spring me. There we go. Alright, so then we have these little sand things. I mean, you're constantly being moved around by the sand in this level somehow. Either it's bringing you upward, or it's pushing you to the side, or you're jumping up through it. It's kind of weird, really. I mean, I don't understand how that could possibly work, but, it's a Sonic game. We're a blue hedgehog that runs at the speed of sound, allegedly. I think that it's okay to not make sense occasionally. Then there's also a lot of time-wasting stuff. In fact, that's kind of the theme of Sandopolis. Time-wasting. Much like Carnival Night Zone of Sonic 3. They throw in a ton of stuff just to slow you down, including these little things that you grapple onto. Like, you know, I could have just fallen there, but no, I had to press the jump button repeatedly. And then more time-wasting stuff as we wait for this pyramid to rise out of the sands! Yep. Oh man, it's a door! What's gonna come out of the door? What's gonna come out of the door? It's a rock! And it's a mini-boss. In fact, it's one of the only mini-bosses in the classic series that I don't think was actually made by Dr. Robotnik. I'm pretty sure that this guy is just the guardian of this pyramid. Also, you can't kill him. Like, you can hit his head and it'll knock him down, but it doesn't actually do any damage. You just have to wait for him to die. By luring him into this, quicksand over here. Which, of course, means that it's more time-wasting stuff, thus fitting with the theme of Sandopolis. Come on, buddy. Your days are numbered. And by days, I mean seconds, and wow, that guy hit me. Bam. And now then, onward into the pyramid. Alright, now, something that I actually kind of forgot to mention in the last episode. By the way, we wanted these lights to be on. The level that I kind of mentioned back in Sonic 3, that there was going to be a level between Ice Cap and Carnival Night Zone, but that it was moved to Sonic & Knuckles. That level was Flying Battery Zone. Basically, in Carnival Night Zone, you left the level by shooting yourself out of a cannon, and in Ice Cap Zone, you entered the level by riding a snowboard down a snowy mountain. As Sonic, anyway. As Tails, it just sort of launched you against a wall. And basically, the way that it would work is, by the way, this is how to get to the Chaos Emerald. I do like to have an electric shield to do that. And the way that it was originally going to work is that the cannon was going to shoot you on to Flying Battery Zone, and then that door that came off of Flying Battery Zone when we exited it, that would become the snowboard down the mountain in Ice Cap Zone. However, that was changed, and there are other reasons to believe that I'll explain later whenever I'm doing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because it becomes even more apparent whenever playing as Knuckles. In any case, this is the last Chaos Emerald minigame, and it is suitably difficult. Your actions, for the most part, have to be totally perfect. These wide open areas where you're collecting rings are one of the few times that you don't have to be pixel perfect on it. Now, I really like what they did here. Just run down this aisle and bam, rings. Rings everywhere. It's beautiful. Oh no! Well, there's that. I pressed the button a little too early, and that kind of messed things up. But I'm still gonna get all the Chaos Emeralds. I mean, there's like 4 more chances that I know of, at least. Probably more. In any case, whenever you see that platform that goes back and forth, you want to make sure that you're on the left side. Now then, earlier I released some ghosts from one of those pods. Whenever the level becomes completely dark, the ghosts will begin attacking you. However, there's like several stages. First of all, there's this fully bright stage, no ghosts. Then it's still the same brightness, but there is a little ghost on the screen, like right now. You wouldn't pay it though. And then there's 2 ghosts on the screen, they're a little bit larger. And then there's finally 3 ghosts on the screen, and it is in fact fully dark, but it isn't actually, they aren't actually attacking you yet. That takes a while for them to decide, oh yeah, hey, we should probably attack this guy that's in the pyramid. Chances are you'll never actually get to see them go any further than level 2 darkness. Like right now. And lights! Now here we have some interesting stuff with more keep moving sections. Except in this case, the thing that would crush you is also the thing that you have to rely on to get to the next area. Which makes it extra dangerous, really. Alrighty then. Now, with certain power-ups, such as the Electric Shield or perhaps Supersonic, it's entirely possible to just completely outrun the sand, and it's a lot of fun to do. But, I don't have my Electric Shield right now, so yeah. Going further to the right, there's a Speed Shoe and power-up, and I believe some ring boxes. But we don't really need any of those, so just gonna ignore that for now. Fortunately, these doorways open up very quickly, and I guess another good thing to point out is waiting! It's happening again! Mainly with these sand floors that we have to rely on to press. We do have to wait for them after all. Plus, they've added more urgency with the waiting. Mainly from the doors that close, and the ghosts that appear as time passes, and of course the potential of that sand killing you. So yeah, it's kind of a hectic level, but a slow level at the same time. I kind of wish that they'd do more stuff like this in Sonic games these days. I mean, these ghosts right here are a really cool gimmick that's kind of just unique to this level. They haven't really done anything like it before or since. Oh, and then we have these, where you jump and then it swings across the area. It's pretty cool. At least it allows you to get some rings, if nothing else. Now, the background of this level, I don't like it. It's too simplistic. I mean, in some of the levels that we've gone through previously, they had amazing backgrounds. It looked really cool. And then this one is just sort of like, eh. It's like this one small area copy-pasted all across the world. Like, in most of the backgrounds in this game, and in Sonic 3, there are multiple vertical layers. You know, this top layer where there's cool skyline, and then there are bottom layers where you're underground, and all sorts of cool stuff. But here it's just, you know, you have 2 backgrounds. You have the faraway background with the lights, and then you have the not-so-far-away background that's right behind us right now. Here we go. Let's try to get the Chaos Emeralds here. I'm probably just going to be a bit silent so I can focus on this Chaos Emerald this time. Have all of my focusing powers activate, as well as my Texas powers, which don't actually do anything. So anyway. Getting a perfect in this level is actually fairly simple. It's kind of hard to miss the rings. Unless you're just purposely avoiding them or something. So I don't really have to worry about that too much. I've pretty much got perfects on all the Chaos Emeralds at this point. The only one that I really had to worry about was, well, that one in the first episode that I was talking about how much I was worrying about it. Where I rarely ever get it. The perfect, that is. Alright. No! Okay. Come on. Bam! Got it. That was kind of a close one there, actually. And now I've got all the Chaos Emeralds. I didn't even need to go to Lava Reef Zone to get all the Chaos Emeralds. Usually that's what I consider the par for getting them all. Because I'm just really bad at finding them in Mushroom Hill Zone Act 2 and Sandopolis Act 1. In this one that I got right here, it's pretty difficult too because you have to really rush through that last section to beat the doorway. In any case, I can become supersonic now. Not that I'm going to, because that kind of cheaps you out of the experience. Not everybody can get supersonic. So yeah, supersonic, I'm not really going to be using it. In fact, if I get too many rings, I might just purposely get hit. Now, the arm in the background, that can't hurt you. You need to remember that. He'll also fire these lasers, and that's kind of dangerous. But the most dangerous part is the fact that he will crush you against the wall behind you if he gets too close. So you gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, that's been... Wow, that's a pitiful score. That's been it for Let's Play Sonic & Knuckles, Episode 3. Next time around, we'll be heading into Lava Reef Zone. See you then.